The Black Dog of County Line Road. It was a sticky summer night in Indiana, August of 1983. For teenagers, Brian, Josh, Melissa, and Dana snuck out just after midnight, borrowing Brian's dad's old extended cab farm truck while his folks were dead asleep. They had no real plan, just a cooler with a few warm beers and the thrill of a midnight ride. They turned off the main road and found themselves on a dirt lane none of them recognized. No road sign, no mailboxes, just cracked earth and thick rows of corn that stretched on forever. The weird thing was, none of them remembered making the turn. It was like the truck just ended up there. They joked at first, laughing about country legends as the tires crunched over gravel. But after 20 minutes of driving with no sign of houses or intersections, things started to feel off. The same rows of barbed wire fencing. The same leaning oak tree with a broken branch. And then, the bridge. A wooden bridge, just wide enough for the truck. As they crossed it, Dana pointed it out first, a black dog, sitting right in the center of the bridge. It didn't bark. Didn't move. Just stared as they passed. Its eyes glowed faintly in the dark, and Brian swore by it. Its mouth curled into something like a smile. Not an animal snarl, but something wrong. Something human. They crossed the bridge, spooked but still pretending it was no big deal. Then 10 minutes later, they crossed the same bridge again. The same dog sat in the middle. Closer now. No one could laugh now. They kept driving, turning around, trying to go back the way they came, but it didn't matter. The road wouldn't let them off. There were no turnoffs. No intersections. Just more road, more cornfields, more stars above them than should have been visible. It was like they'd fallen out of the map. They crossed the bridge a third time. The dog was closer still. This time it stood up as they passed. Its eyes were brighter, almost glowing white. No one could speak. The radio cut to static. By the fourth crossing, the dog stood directly in front of them, motionless. When Brian hit the brakes, the truck died. The lights, the engine, everything shut off. Darkness swallowed them whole. Just the creak of the bridge beneath them and the sound of the dog's breath. And nothing. They all woke up the next morning, in their own beds. Clothes still dusty, mouths dry, heads pounding. At first, they thought maybe it had all been a dream. But the truck was missing. They found it 2 days later, abandoned on the side of the same dirt road, 20 miles from town. The cab was torn up like something with claws had shredded the seats. The steering wheel had deep bite marks, like a jaw too big to belong to any dog. There were no tracks, no footprints. Just damage. As if the truck had been attacked by something that left no trace of itself. None of them ever spoke much about what happened. They all remembered it the same way, but no one could explain how they got home, or what the dog really was. They called it the Devil Dog of County Line Road. Locals say it still waits on that bridge, for anyone dumb enough to drive through after midnight. None of those kids, now grown, have ever gone back. And if they see a dirt road with no signs on a summer night, they keep on driving. Because once you cross that bridge, the dog remembers you. The Daily Herald. August 17, 1983, Boone County, Indiana. Teens found safe after mysterious ordeal on back road. By Karen Whitlow, staff reporter. Boone County. 4 local teenagers were found safe and unharmed early Monday morning following a strange and unsettling overnight disappearance that has stirred up old superstitions in this rural Indiana community. Brian Miller, 17, Josh Whitmore, 16, Melissa Crane, 17, and Dana Langford, 16, all students at Lebanon High School, reportedly left Miller's family home late Sunday night in a borrowed farm truck without parental permission. According to Sheriff Dale Truman, the teens claimed they were just going for a drive down some country roads. That drive ended in a baffling mystery that authorities are still trying to understand. According to official statements, the group traveled down an unmarked dirt road somewhere west of Thorntown. They described driving for what felt like hours without finding a way out, despite repeated attempts to turn back. They told investigators the road looped on itself, and that they kept crossing the same wooden bridge over a shallow creek, encountering what they described as a large black dog on each pass. "We all saw it," said Dana Langford. "It was sitting right in the middle of the bridge every time. It didn't bark or move. It just watched us." Langford added that the dog appeared to have glowing eyes and an unsettling, almost human-like expression. Things took a turn when the teens tried to cross the bridge for what they said was a fourth time. The dog was standing in their path, and as they attempted to stop, the truck stalled completely. "Everything went black," said Miller. "Next thing we knew, we all woke up at home, like we'd been dropped off." Authorities initially suspected alcohol was involved, as a small amount of beer was found in the truck's cooler, but blood alcohol tests for all 4 teens came back negative. The truck itself was discovered 2 days later, abandoned off a gravel road in the eastern part of the county. Its condition raised further questions. Deep scratches lined the interior upholstery, bite marks were found on the steering wheel and seat cushions, and the doors showed signs of being clawed from the inside. No animal prints were found near the scene. Sheriff Truman stated, "We have no explanation for what happened out there. We've got 4 shaken kids, a damaged vehicle, and a road that doesn't appear to exist on any county maps." Locals have long whispered about County Line Road, a stretch of old farmland track that, depending on who you ask, either never existed or was closed off in the 50s. Some say a strange dog guards it, part of an old Boone County legend about a creature that appears to lost travelers and leads them astray. Whether there's any truth to the legend remains a matter of opinion. But the teens involved have all expressed the same sentiment. They won't be driving on any unfamiliar back roads again. "It felt like something didn't want us to leave," said Josh Whitmore. "I don't care if nobody believes us. We were lucky to get out."